The city hired Tamara Dwyer as the homeless services coordinator.
Earlier this week, Mayor Gene Stothert sang Dwyer's praises. Today, 6 News' Joe Harris talked to others involved with the local homeless population about the changes they've seen.
He joins us live from the newsroom now.
Jacqueline and Aaron, Mayor Stothert says Dwyer's work goes beyond cleaning up homeless encampments. She says so far Dwyer's gotten around 90 families into shelter or directed them toward other resources. Now, the Open Door mission tells me it's been serving more people this year, and that a big part of that has to do with Dwyer's efforts directing people toward its organization, as well as the Sienna Francis House or Joshua House. While that's increased the workload, Chief Impact Officer Steve Frazee tells me it's good that more people are getting the help they need.
All of the shelters do a wonderful job of connecting you with getting your Medicaid, getting if you qualify for a SNAP, doing that, and just beginning the whole process of disability or getting things coordinated for you, in addition to getting employment.
Now, Frazee says he'd like to see Dwyer work on more permanent supportive housing opportunities for these people for after their time with the Open Door mission. Mayor Stothert had set aside ARPA funding for 2 years to pay Dwyer's $90,000 annual salary. When that ends, Stothert will switch her over to the general fund. Live in the newsroom, Joe Harris, 6 News.